Hello, this is Travis Kane, and today we are going to be making pumpkin bread, along with discussing chemical and physical changes. Also, we will be discussing the difference between a homogeneous mixture and a heterogeneous mixture and a pure substance. Let's start with physical change, shall we? Now, take a look at this ginger. It is ginger 100% all the way through. Now, when cutting, I am actually doing a physical change. Now, ginger is still ginger, as you can see, but the change has been that it's been cut. It is now smaller. That is the main point of a physical change. So, as an example of a mixture, butter and sugar mixed very well together. Once it's really beaten, it will definitely be considered as a homogeneous mixture because the sugar and the butter will be relatively evenly spread out. We have already now added the 3 eggs needed for this mixture. As you can see, it is very finely well beaten in. This would also be a homogeneous mixture since everything is evenly spread. Let's talk about pure substances. As you can see, flour is a pure substance because the only thing in there is flour. Then over here, this is not a pure substance as there are many different things in here. So, we're going to go ahead and add our spices. And then we're going to stir them into the flour. Currently, this is a heterogeneous mixture since nothing is evenly spread. As I have said before, we are making a homogeneous mixture in here, and that's basically an even distribution of all the particles together. As a minor step, we're going to add the pumpkin now. And we're doing pumpkin. We are adding 1 can of pumpkin. Have I bored you yet? This is now beating the pumpkin bread. We are currently making a homogeneous mixture, thoroughly beating everything. Woohoo! Software this time. We're not going to make a mess like last time. Now it is currently a heterogeneous mixture because not everything is evenly spread. But once we get it evenly spread, it turns into this, which is a homogeneous mixture. We now have a homogeneous mixture. As I've said again, we have a homogeneous mixture. Pretty awesome, isn't it? Not anymore. Wunderbar. Now, with using ein spatula, we are just going to stir it in and just relatively get it evenly distributed, but it will never be a homogeneous mixture again. It will be heterogeneous because 1, the particles are far too big, particles referring to ginger, of course. So it isn't going to dissolve in there, so it's definitely not homogeneous. And some places it will have more ginger in it than others. So therefore, it is a heterogeneous mixture. Does that make sense? Are you following me? Good. Wunderbar. Let's continue, shall we? Ah! Note to self. Be very, very careful and wear gloves. We don't want to burn anything. So, our final product is what you see before you. But we have forgotten to discuss one thing, chemical reactions. The main chemical reaction is the baking soda. The baking soda is what causes the bread to rise. It reacts with anything acidic within the mixture, causing it to form bubbles of gas. The heat expands the gas and therefore allows the breading to rise. in the heat of the oven. The other chemical reaction is actually the egg, and all it does is that the heat causes the bonds in the protein to break apart and reform in their 3D structure. Thank you for enjoying this experiment. I do hope you have learned something basic about chemistry. Once again, thank you. Good day.